All right. Well, for a while now, I felt like my biggest thing that really bothered me, or what I'm saying, my one of my weaknesses, I should say, um, was always me being a workaholic, and a lot of people might not agree. Like, oh yeah, it's not really a weakness, but it can be. It can be in the sense that if it prohibits you um, from doing things, like if it takes you away from your family and stuff like that, then that's when it can be harmful, not instead of beneficial to you. Is when you work so much you don't know when to stop. You know what I'm saying? You just always working. You can't enjoy spending time, with your kids or your family like that because you're just working. It's all constantly nonstop. And I feel like at that point is where it can get harmful and become more of a weakness than something to be praised or whatever. But today I realized that my biggest weakness is complacency. Um, I'm going to say that because so many times we get complacent. We get into a place, we get comfortable, and we forget with the main goal, and we forget the focus of the reason why we was actually there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that is what I would feel would be like my biggest weakness is that I tend to get complacent. You know what I'm saying? You get a job, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna work this job. This job is, just for me to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to start my own business. I want to do that in the third. I need money to do it. So let me get this job real quick. It pays pretty good. I'm able to, get a higher paycheck, what allows me to do a lot more with it. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's the goal. Get this job, collect the money it has to offer in order for me to pay for whatever I need to pay for this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And my issue is that, I get complacent. I get comfortable. The money's good. It's like, oh, why, why would I leave? I'm making over, such and such money. I'm making 20 an hour, 30 an hour, So depending on the job, you make even more than that. We get comfortable with with temporary solutions. Like they're just there temporarily, but you get comfortable. It's like, okay, I'm living comfortable. Why would I leave? This is a good job. You know what I'm saying? You try to find ways to make it work and you forget the main goal. And you forget that God gave you this job to help you pursue the goal that He gave you. And I feel that I get complacent real quick, and that is like, if I'm 100, like one of my biggest weakness is complacency. You know what I'm saying? I find something, I sit by. I don't even like. That's the crazy thing is you don't really like it. You're settling because the money's good. You know what I'm saying? You got bills. You got to pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? You start to justify why it is that you're still doing this job. Like, oh, I gotta make sure my bills are paid. You know what I'm saying? I got family. I gotta make sure that they fed. Rents, car notes, you know what I'm saying? My car broke down last week. If I didn't have this job, you know what I'm saying? Well, I would have never got it fixed. You know what I'm saying? We start to come up with different reasons or why it is that we're still complacent. You know what I'm saying? And and as a Christian rapper, you know what I'm saying, two common questions we get, that I normally get asked is, oh, how much money you make? That's not important and none of your business. And secondly is, why it is that you became a rapper. And my situation is that what I tell people is I never wanted to be a rapper. That was never like a goal of mine. Like I wasn't a kid like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'll be the next Tupac, or I'm gonna be the next Fit. Like that wasn't my goal. You know what I'm saying? Life was to, you know what I'm saying, be a Christian rapper. You know what I'm saying, making music and stuff like that. That wasn't what my goal was as a kid. You know what I'm saying? That is just something I kind of fell into. You know what I'm saying? Where I have brothers, um, and that's where it started at, was with my brothers. And then with the fact that my dad's a pastor, and I've been in church just about my entire life, um, and I'm a very techie guy. So being my dad's sound guy since the age of 5, you know what I'm saying, that kind of put me in a position to be able to help them record their music, which was, I guess, my start of being a music producer, which was still not the goal. That wasn't my plan in life, was to become a music producer. Um, so, but helping them record their songs growing up as a kid, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger, they, you know, when they started U.H.G, when, you know what I'm saying, the very first time that, you know what I'm saying, U.H.G was a thing, you know what I'm saying, I was just the guy who hit record, made sure it sounded right. You know what I'm saying? That was back on old tapes. You know, I don't know if people ever tried to record on the cassette tape. It is not easy. Okay, recording on the cassette in the sanctuary, nonetheless. All right, we got microphones. We basically doing a mini show, and I'm just trying to, like, it was a lot. It was a lot, but in high school, um, was me and my brother, the one I do that is part of this group, the chosen one. Um, we had a mentor. His name is Brother Al. You know, I love that guy. You know what I'm saying? He helped pioneer us in the direction that we probably would have took forever to find ourselves. Um, but like I said, I was just a producer, which was still not my goal in life. You know what I'm saying? Um, and my brother, you know what I'm saying, he's the rapper. You know what I'm saying? So he's working on the song, and he asked our mentor if he wanted to do a feature or whatever. And my mentor's reply was, "How about you do a feature with your brother?" On which, at that point, I've never. Okay, I think I want to say I would never wrote. I've written raps. I guess if I get my proper speech right, I have written raps like for fun, joking. Cause you know at that time I'm in high school. Everybody like playful raps. You know what I'm saying? We did. You know what I'm saying? Back in what I was in, started high school in 2006. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing we did. You know, lunchroom, beat on. You know what I'm saying? You do freestyles and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so rapping was just something I kind of just fell into. You know what I'm saying? I did the song with him. I'm like, oh, okay, this actually turned out pretty good. You know, people was liking it. People liked it. It was like, you know. So I was like, hey, why not? Let's do this. But this is the thing. I say all of that to say this about being complacent. Okay. Um, my gift in life, the path that God has given me to be able to walk down in life, right? Um, is no different than my dad's. I figured that out a while ago. You know, my dad's a pastor. You know, but you know, I just go about it in different ways. "Quote unquote" this video. um, but getting complacent as a rapper. So like ever since I started for a minute, especially these past like, well, I'm gonna say 5 years. These past like 5 years, that's my, oh, okay, you know, we gotta do this music. You know, we gotta get it out there. You know, hopefully we can get signed. You know, make it big. And you know what I'm saying. The problem is I got complacent with something that was just that was just to help pursue what God has already given me. All right, because God never assigned me to be a quote unquote rapper. Okay, He assigned me to be able to spread the gospel and tell people about God. He gave me the platform for rapping to help me spread the word of God, not to become a rapper. Okay, and you know what I'm saying, to talk about platforms. Okay, the platform that God has given me is to spread His word, talk about God, tell people about what it is that God has to offer. Okay. Now, in order to have a platform, you need legs. Okay. Rapping is just one of the legs. Now, if I'm complacent with, if I'm just focused on one leg, I'm not building a platform. I'm just on this on a leg, just dangling there off of one thing, putting all these things into something that was just meant to help build what God has to offer. You know, and we just can't get complacent. If we get complacent, we lose focus, and then when things start to fall apart because we're never meant to be there for that long, now we're freaking out like, oh God, I thought this, I thought that, when God was like, yo, this was never a permanent thing. All right, it's like stocks. You know, when you're selling stocks, buying and selling stocks, you know what I'm saying, there's a time. You don't stay in it until it falls out and boom, you lose all your money. No, once it goes high, that's when you sell. All right, God is telling you, all right, this is what you do. All right, I'm giving you this leg to help build your platform. Okay, don't stay there. It's just temporary. Once you get what God has for you to offer, once you're there, once you build that leg up, move on. Leave. Go to the next leg until you build the platform that God has for you in your life. Okay? So, complacency. It's a very dangerous place to be. Alright. Do not get complacent. Do not be satisfied with a leg. When God telling you He got 3 more He needs you to build in order to build your platform, to be able to do exactly what God has for you to offer, and to be able to move in life the way that you're supposed to be moving in life. All right. So let's start building those legs, people, and not get complacent with what seems okay. Like, you know what it is you need to do. And I know it's hard, especially when it comes down to money, you know, because no one wants to struggle, and I get it. But if you don't leave when God tell you to leave, struggle is what you're going to do. So I'm just being 100. Struggling is what you are going to do. All right, you might not be struggling in the moment. Okay, but if God has to step in and like, yo, I told you, you gotta go. Struggling is what you are going to do. Okay, so make a plan, get it together, and don't be complacent. Have a good one.